Hello everyone, I'm here just clearing up some ground on the Daybound server because in today's video we're going to get started adding in some new buildings to our little Nordic themed village. Now these aren't going to be boring old empty houses, they're actually going to be used for two things. Firstly, the buildings are going to be used to hold some redstone farms of things that we want to grow and collect over our time on the server, and the other thing they're going to be used for is housing some of the villagers that Granville asked us to save. Now, I'm not 100% sure what kind of village or profession we're going to be able to convince to move to our little frozen Nordic town, but I'm hoping once we get some nice warm buildings made and ready for them to move in, it'll be a lot easier to go out and convince the groups of villagers to move over here, and hopefully we'll easily be able to track down some of the villagers that have already left the Daybound village. And there we have it, our first farm of the day. So as you can probably tell, it's just a little automatic sugarcane farm and it's quite a simple setup. Now, is it the most efficient setup out there? But it is a setup that I've been using for quite a long time and it's really quick and simple to get set up. And it also gives you, or at least it gives me, a little sense of accomplishment whenever I get to do a bit of redstone without needing to watch a tutorial. So if you've never seen this before, it's quite a simple setup. So how it works is our sugarcane's placed one block in front of our observers and pistons. Then when it grows 3 blocks high, it will trigger the observer, which will then trigger this bit of redstone at the back. That will cause the pistons to extend out, break the second layer of sugarcane, falls down onto the grass and gets picked up by some hopper minecarts. But an exposed automatic sugarcane farm doesn't fit the Nordic theme very well, so let's give it its own little house. I think this should do a good job at keeping that sugarcane nice, warm and out of all of this snow. So for the design for the building, I wanted to try and keep it a little bit more simple and a little bit more plain compared to some of our other buildings like my house and our portal. And the other build that I'm going to place over here is going to have a lot of detail as well, so I didn't want to also make this one too detailed. But for the walls, I'm using a simple cobblestone, tuff and andesite block palette. Then I've also mixed in some andesite stairs and some cobble stairs just for a little bit of detail, making it look like bits of the wall have missing or fallen out. And I've also got some nice big wooden support beams to help keep the roof up and the walls together. Then I've got some fences going along to tie that all in. Got some dark oak stairs here to act as supports for the underside of the roof, and the roof is just a simple spruce design with some deep slate edging. Then coming inside, I've also done the interior of the building, so I've added some edging around the corners with some stripped dark oak logs and some barrels underneath. Then done a little design around the bottom and top using some right side up and upside down spruce stairs. Then in the centre I've done a little bit of like a rug design and used that to hide some lighting with some carpets. And I've also added in some dripstone and some cobwebs to add a little bit of dirt and debris, just to add a little bit more detail into the build. Then if we come up here in the centre, got some more of that going around the edges, and as well back here I've also added in a little sleeping area. So I'm thinking of putting a villager up here, and that could be the villager responsible for gathering and keeping an eye out on all the sugarcane. And just down underneath this trapdoor here in front of the door, this is where it all gets collected under there. I'm not going to show that on camera because it's just full of dirt walls, nothing good to look at. And yeah, that's that. Added in a little end chest just for easy access, as well as a little crafting bench. Now, one of the things that I had to go and get that I didn't have a lot of were these flower pots. So because I don't have any villager trading set up and I haven't been out looking for clay, I asked some of the other Daybounders if they had any that I could purchase off them, specifically 2 stacks full. But what I thought was going to be a simple request of just trading some diamonds for some flower pots ended up taking a completely different turn, so let's just have a look at what I'm talking about. So let's have a look at this book that Aubnis left us. Okay, so I had the flower pots, I'm sure of it, but I don't remember where I left them. The last time I saw them I was trying to fix a song under the B&B. Something sounds wrong with it, so maybe if you head out there to look, you could help me with it. So we're going to need to go to the shopping district. So now we're over here at the shopping district, and I'm over here because I'm assuming B&B stands for Beds and Bugs, which is Aubnis' shop. And we have a little B&B sign here, so I think I'm right. Now I just need to find a way under the song. So the song's giving us a little bell, so I need to find a way down underneath to the song, so let me find that. So I couldn't find a designated way down underneath to get to the song, so I've just dug a hole and fell down. Now, having a look around, I'm not experienced with note blocks, so I don't know 100% how they work. But I've noticed all of the ones that are here are on air blocks, whereas this one is on ice, so I'm going to assume that this is the one that's causing the issue. Well, they have a barrel and another book, of course, it wouldn't be that easy. Thank you for fixing my song. It turns out it didn't actually have anything to do with the flower pots, but I really appreciate the help. I did hear Granville say he could point you in the right direction, or at least get you something to point you in the right direction. So I'm going to assume that there's going to be at least one other book, so I'll see you over in Daybound Village. So I'm over in Daybound Village and I'm just at Granville's house and I see the doors being left open. So let's try and see, well this is, yep. I was assuming the compass would point us in the right direction. I'm going to collect these item frames because I can use them and keep them. It may be a long journey, you better go back home and pack a lunch before heading out to wherever that compass points. I've got mine chest, I've got plenty of food, so let's go and figure out where this points to. Yep, I suspected this. It's been a while since I've travelled across the overworld to get back home from Daybound Village, but I was starting to get suspicious that the compass was pointing to our base, and I think, yeah, it's getting closer. Oh, I'm actually going to run inside and go to sleep for a second. So I've had a little look around the base area, and I'm starting to suspect that it may be under this tree, so let's have a check and see if I am right. And this says look up. I'm guessing I was meant to... And of course there's another book because it wouldn't be that easy. I think it's this one, hopefully, and I keep these in order. Let me ask you a question. Have you taken a good look at the coolest weapon on the server? I bet you can't handle how amazing it looks. That's some top-notch craftsmanship right there. So I don't know if it's big-headed of me to assume that he is meaning our axe over here. Let's go and have a look. So I'm thinking by him saying top-notch, it might be on top of it somewhere. Oh, I see a barrow. That is a very good hiding spot, especially because it snowed in the time that he placed the barrow as well. Unless he placed this, which was a very smart move. And there we go, we have our flower pots and our block. And I'll fix that. So thank you very much for the flower pots, Aubnis, and I'm assuming it's free, or I've paid you in Fun Adventure Time? But thank you very much anyway, and I'm going to go put these to use. That is one chunky building. And the cactus farm is all finished. Now don't worry, this building doesn't just hold a cactus farm, it actually has a few different uses that we'll see once we go on the inside. And for the building, I decided to go with a bit of a tower design because the cactus farm goes vertically up rather than horizontally, so it makes more use of that space. And for the walls here, you can see I went with a cobble tuff design at the bottom, then we go up in a gradient, and we get to a bit more of a cleaner look with our andesite and stone blocks as well. I've also mixed in some mossy cobble to go with that sort of overgrown and vegetation look. Then around the top I've added in a lot of windows because that's going to be a little housing area up there. Then I've also added in some plants going around with some potted plants and planting them just on the dirt directly. Then coming inside, the first thing you see is our little cactus farm here. So cactus will fall off, get put into that chest there, and it actually doesn't require any redstone. It basically just waits for the cactus to grow. Then when it grows up beside the fences, the top block gets popped off, caught in the water stream and filters into a couple of hoppers that puts it in the chest. Then I've got a bunch of storage here for the cactus. I don't need a lot of cactus, just for green dye and putting into flower pots like this. Nice bit of decoration if you don't know. Then over here I've got some pictures, small bits of interior decoration, stairs going up to the living area that we'll see in a second, bookcases, and this is going to house all of the storage for our various flowers and leaf blocks, as well as possibly some saplings at the bottom. But I'm running out of space in my starter house, so having this is going to be a lot of help. I just need to move everything over at some point. Then if we come around here, we've got a couple of fence gates to get into our little side section here. So I just wanted a little area where I could grow some coca beans for some brown dye, things like that. Some glowberries, as well as some vines and some lichen as well. As you can see for the floor here, I've mixed in some oak planks and oak stairs. Then I've waterlogged all of the stairs to give it a real sort of grungy greenhouse look as well. Then we've got a little spore blossom at the top just for a little bit of decoration. A little bit of animation with the little particles falling off. Then if we come upstairs to a living area, we can see where we're going to house some more villagers. So I've got a little reading and writing area over here at this desk. Some bunk beds, so this is going to be for 4 villagers to live. A little bit of a teddy bear here in case any of them get lonely or scared at night, they can give that a hug. Clock so they know when to get up. Some various bits of lighting, paintings for some decoration. Little seating area, table where they can sit together and eat their food. Little bit of a closet here where they can store all of their clothes, and a nice little kitchen area over here where they can cook and prepare all of their food. So now that these buildings have been added in, there's a few less things that I need to worry about gathering because they'll be taking care of themselves. So I already have another building that houses about 5 different redstone farms inside of it, which we'll get around to building in the next episode once I've gathered up all of those materials. And once that building's been added in, we'll start working on adding in some houses for the villagers to live in, so no redstone farms in them, just a little living area for them. And once I have some plans for those houses, I can put them on this mountain here, and we can get some villagers up here as well, and we'll be able to see them walking about. I'll add in some staircases, some ladders, so we can easily get up and down as well. And just thinking, I'm probably going to need to make some iron golems as well to keep them safe at night, make sure the area's lit up, so if I ever forget to do that on video, please leave a comment and make sure that I get around to doing it. But as I was working on all of that, I had a little visit from Marx, who left us a gift. And it looks like he's left us a whole bunch of cauldrons. 2 stacks of cauldrons to be exact. Thank you very much, Marx. And I know exactly why that is. So if you would have seen my previous episode, you would have seen that we built up this ice farm as well as powdered snow collection area. And since then, Marx has actually been buying up all of my powdered snow. And when I say all of it, I mean a massive amount, because he's going to be using it for some sort of mini game. So this is going to come in very handy because it allows me to collect even more powdered snow quicker. And it means I can get even more diamonds from Marx. And speaking about diamonds, we should actually go and see how the shop is getting on. I've not been over there in a while, so I'm hoping that we've got quite a bit of diamonds to collect. So we're now over at the shopping district, and since the last time we were here, there's been a couple of other shops popped up. Magpie has created Magpie's Market, where we can buy all of our food needs, which is awesome. She's also selling golden carrots, which is going to replace all of our steak, and means I don't need to worry about that. And we also have the Enderbro over here, which is Hoodie's new shop, and he is selling gold because he's recently created a little gold farm on the server. And we can see here, gold ingots, 1 diamond per stack. That's a pretty good deal, and I wish this was here when I was building my axe, because finding gold in the area where I've set up was incredibly hard. But now we have this, so we won't need to worry for future endeavours. Oh, mob heads and mini blocks as well. This is excellent. I'm definitely going to be buying a lot of these. And this cute little zombie piglin plushie as well. I absolutely love this. I've seen it in this video, and it looks even better in real life. Or real Minecraft life, at least. So over here at Vice Kings, we'll come inside and we'll see if anybody's bought anything since the last time I was here. No new sales yet, but I did bring over some powdered snow to stock up the stairs. And I've got that much powdered snow stocked up for Marx that I've ended up taking some of this space above here, which is supposed to be reserved from normal snow. But at least we know that Marx has got plenty of supplies to be purchasing from us. So while I've been checking in every now and again, I've been actually putting my diamonds in this barrel here so we can have a look at and see what we've made so far together. And that's it. We've made 39 diamonds from the shop in the last 2 or 3 weeks that it's been up, which is awesome. I will not complain. And we can add that there. So we've got 4 diamond blocks and 45 diamonds. Very nice. And I actually know what I'm going to go and spend the money on. So between the episodes, not did I only get the materials for these 2 buildings, but I also went on a little journey with a few of the other members from the server, where we went and raided 2 woodland mansions. So let's go have a look at how we got on with that.
It looks like there's somebody around the corner, but he could be downstairs. I don't know.
Oh, there's one
Whoa,
up here.
there's like 3 Johnnies after me.
Watch out, watch out.
What's a Johnny?
Holy cow.
Vindic.
Oh, I
That's
don't
all
want to
right.
hit
I'm
you.
gonna die. Oh god.
Oh, here. Do you have a totem?
Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Hi, you need to not do that.
Bunny, run.
I-
Never mind. They're after
Hi,
me.
I don't appreciate that. Knock it off. You two.
That's a lot of arrows.
That's a lot of fire arrows.
That may have been
Rex
me
is in
just missing completely.
There's his head. I already got one yesterday if anybody wants it.
I'll take. I think there's people to the left. Oh, to the right.
Oh, hello. Hello, McFly.
Down to the main floor.
Where'd you come? Oh,
Whoops.
Jesus.
I'm so
Oh.
sorry. Okay.
You can pick that. Thank you, though. Oh, I'm gonna eat again.
Need
There's
decorations.
chicken
all the
here, but
flowers,
this is the
Doom.
room that
Yeah, I
has
need
no,
decorations.
like-
I steal these bookshelves though.
Let's
All right,
grab.
I'm gonna try to find you guys. Where are you? You're over here.
I'm breaking out.
Yeah, we should have picked up all this carpet and taken it to Sas's.
I have a bunch of it.
Oh,
Creepers!
yep.
Oh man.
Creepers galore. Blow him up, creeper. No. You're supposed to blow up the Johnny, we call him, I guess.
Vindicate.
Secret room.
Hello,
Hi,
my friend.
friend.
5 arts and I was Lee ate his face off. Whatever was left of it.
I think Sass is gonna regret ever saying he liked carpet.
Well, I found a secret chest on like a lit in a room.
Oh, nice.
Have you come to where I am, man?
Anything good in it?
Diamond chestplate. And this is what I ended up bringing home from the mansion raiding. So I grabbed a bunch of different flibbles, some blocks like mossy cobblestone that I like to use, some cauldrons, some more flower pots because I have an addiction apparently, panels, bookshelves, music discs, and I was also given a diamond chestplate. And these totems of undying were gifts from Magpie before we started. Then in this chest, this is just some stuff I picked up like stone and dark oak logs from destroying the walls, some more flowers, a few emeralds, bones because bone meal is very handy, gunpowder, and some glass paints. And that's going to have to do it for this episode on the Daybound server, so thank you very much for watching as always. I'm really excited to get working on the rest of the village and I hope you are too. If you have any comments or suggestions for the village, please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to see a tutorial on the buildings in the village as well, you can also leave a comment and let me know about that. And if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more Minecraft content in the future. On the left of your screen now, you can see the previous episode from the Daybound server, as well as a video that YouTube thinks you would like to watch. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.